Okay, so episode 5 opens up back with Nicole and Beniah in London, meeting up at a cafe. She's saying she made a wrong decision in choosing Sam. She wants to apologize to Beniah, wants to be with him. Beniah comes in, it's all smiles, they're all happy, they're holding hands, like
very like they just met for the first time. Sam never existed, that never happened.
Yeah.
And now we're meeting on the red carpet.
Right. No vibe. No. I kept thinking of Bliss and Zach. Where Bliss was hyped to see him, but she was also mad and was like, what do you have to say?
Yes, because she had discernment. She was like, why did you pick her?
What? I don't get it. Why am I here now?
Yeah.
But Nia seemed like he can care less about being second choice.
Nope.
So she apologized. She owned it. She said, I instantly knew I made a mistake, which you could see in the pods. Like immediately she was like, fuck. But whatever, I'm here now. And said that she didn't feel he was like pouring into her emotionally.
Yeah, which we saw.
Exactly. And then validate that he was right. You were right about Sam. So yeah, Beniah takes it very well. He's like, I lost you once. I don't want to lose you again. And I know you needed reassurance, and now I want to give it to you. And gets down on one knee and proposes.
I don't know if now's that kind of time for that kind of romance.
Yeah.
Because I'd be quick, because he told her, he's fake and whatever. Like, I would be questioning, do you believe me or not? Like, there's so many questions that we have because I don't know you.
Yeah.
So we'll start there. Like, I don't.
Yeah. He fell back in way too soon for me.
Way too quick. Yeah.
Yeah. And the proposing was a little OD. Like, you could have just been like, let's date, let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. And took it all the way to getting engaged after she just chose your arch nemesis. I don't know. It's just a little weird. Weird.
Yeah.
Anyways, back in Greece, all the couples are having a blast. Steven got on his Speedo. Sabrina's feeling great.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
I do have a quick would you rather, friend.
Oh, okay.
Seeing Steven in this Speedo. Oof. Would you rather a man who exclusively wears Speedos to the pool and the beach? Oh my God. Or a man like Bobby J, who has music videos on the interwebs?
Speedo.
You'll take
because I know it's coming. The music videos could be anywhere. SoundCloud. They could be on other music websites that I'm not familiar with. And the factor of video would be way too much for me to handle. Just sound is fine. Like if I find a song that you made on somewhat, like that's fine. Like
Spotify
whatever.
Or something.
Yeah, whatever. But a music video
that looks low budget, so it's just embarrassing.
Stop! It doesn't look low budget. It doesn't.
It does. I know it does.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'll take the Speedos. They'll give me a laugh. So at least I can find it funny.
Definitely. Yeah.
The music video I think would just cringe me and give me the ick, and I just can't.
Yeah.
Anyways. Let's see. Maria and Tom, they're great. They're talking a lot about Ollie and Catherine. Yeah. And we learned that Ollie apparently went back and told the boys, which I guess we saw, not even learned, we saw ourselves. He went back after things broke up with Catherine, went back to the pods or to the quarters with the guys and said that he broke up with her. Maria was like, Kat told us she broke up with him. So that's interesting. So it's a bit of a he said, she said situation. Now, Catherine's with Freddie. She's very nervous about seeing Ollie. She's also now heard, obviously, from Freddie that Ollie went back and said that he bent her and it wasn't her. And so, she's ready to confront him and see what this is about. Now, Demi and Ollie, they look very cute together, I think.
They do. I think they look so nice together.
I think they look so nice together. They look very cute, all dressed up, going to get a drink.
Yeah.
And he says to her he's excited to be with her. He's having a good time, but we do learn that they are still taking things slow sexually. And it's Ollie, it's not Demi.
No. Bad sign, red flag. Stop.
Flag,
do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Yeah.
Go straight to jail. That is so you don't trust her, or you don't trust yourself, or something, or you don't like her.
Something's off, or you don't like her.
That's the worst option. But there's some things off there because everybody else is fine with breaking down those physical barriers with their partner because you already told your deepest, darkest secrets. What else? Right. What is sex at that point, right? You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah, truly. It's just the one last thing you have to do.
Yeah.
Is the physical connection. So,
and it's the most fun.
Right. And she's attracted to you. You are saying you're attracted to her. Like, it seems almost like a no-brainer. You're sleeping in bed together every night, cuddled up. Like,
yeah.
Something about him taking it slow is giving us pause. Something seems off.
It has such low risk at the point where I've already told you everything about my mom, my dad, my grandparents, what happened to me when I was 5, why I'm so damaged here, why I have this, that. What is sex then? You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't understand what the problem is unless you know, damn, I don't really like her and I don't want her to fall into some trap with me because I know she's attracted to me.
Yeah, that's what it's giving. Yeah. I wish we could hear more, like what his pause is on that, and we didn't really get that, so we're not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, Demi, she knows that they're going to be seeing Catherine soon. She's a little concerned. She's like, Catherine and I look very different. Granted, he hasn't seen Catherine, so he has no idea what she looks like, but she's seen Catherine, so now she's in her head, you know? So anyways, all the couples meet up. The last to arrive are Freddie and Catherine.
Yeah.
And Ollie, as we know in the confessional, said she was pretty. He found her attractive, whatever. So Catherine pulls Ollie for a little chat and immediately confronts him about, why do I hear that you're telling everybody you broke up with me when that's not how it went? And I thought he explained himself. I feel like I understood what happened.
I think it's fine. He just didn't remember.
And because he also went into the pods with the intention of breaking up with her at the same time. She beat him to it, and it ended amicably. So whatever.
Yeah.
They smoothed it over. They also kind of like confirm that they found each other attractive.
I guess. What line made you think that?
I didn't get the line exactly, but he said to her, like, yeah, you look like how I thought you were going to look.
I thought you were going to look. Yeah. He said,
you're a good looking guy.
Yeah. He said, you're exactly what I thought you would be. Which to me means like you look good, but you also like high maintenance. Your feelings get hurt, and you fake. You will say like, "Don't talk shit about me," and then like laugh hysterically over the couch. You are dangerous, and you wield your emotions like a white woman does, victimizing yourself all over the place, all over this couch. And I don't want nothing to do with it. That's when he said, "You're exactly how I thought you were going to be."
That's what he was. It was coded. Got to read between the lines there. Okay, yeah. I can see that because he also was judging her heavy when he said, remember when she was going to the clubs or something? He was like, oh, you're one of them girls. Like, so yeah. But yeah, they kind of have that little moment, hug it out, move on, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, Demi's trying to play it cool. And eventually she like confronts him because she's like, I obviously want to know what they talked about, but I want to ask him. I don't want to be the jealous girl, whatever. But yeah, when she confronts him, their vibe is like very awkward.
Because that's weird, Ollie. You have to tell me what you talked about.
Yeah. You could tell she feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And she's not fully being herself.
Yeah.
You can only suspect it's stemming from the conversation that you had with Catherine. And she's feeling a little, it's just awkward, the whole thing. And instead of him being like aware of that, he dips and is like, Bobby, let's go talk.
Yeah. And talks about, this is what I'm saying about his perception.
Right. Something's off. His awareness.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did you not... Ollie, that's not going to go over well. You haven't talked to her first. How are you not picking up on that? That talking to Bobby before talking to her is like not going to be a good look. So, yeah. I don't know. But yeah, he goes to talk with Bobby. And then I was surprised by what he said to Bobby. He said, Catherine was giving me vibes. The way that she was looking at me or some shit he was saying about the eyes.
Yeah,
she was
something
giving him
lofty.
Something very lofty. I don't know where he was getting that from. But he's like, my mind is on Demi. Like, it's all about Demi. I guess if it's all about Demi, you would have pulled and talked to her first, but you didn't.
I don't know why he doesn't speak to her. He doesn't speak to her this whole episode. correctly. It's really odd to me.
Yeah. Their vibe is off, and I think it's both of them.
I think it's both.
I do. I think she shuts down. You see, when she's uncomfortable, she's not talking. She's not herself.
Yeah.
And then he is not good at because I think she's still a stranger to him. Honestly, all these people are still learning each other.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not picking up on that aspect of what's happening to her, so he doesn't know to jump in and give her extra reassurance in that moment, you know?
Yeah, and the way, I'm so glad you brought that up, because the way that he also is very aware that he's on television and has watched every season of Love is Blind US and does not want to look like a fool.
Yeah.
It is really obvious. I think that's why he only talks to the boys about this stuff, because he wants to know how he's being perceived as a man, I think.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I have no idea why you would not tell Demi what happened in that conversation. Nothing happened. So why would you not tell her?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I was like, you gotta be smarter than this, Ollie. This, come on.
Yeah, but he's too aware of
he is aware of
everyone's gonna watch me.
Yeah, that's true. So then suddenly Nicole and Beniah, they've touched down in Greece. They're here.
Yep. Benny and Nikki.
They came to get that vacation. They ain't missing a thing.
These two? Are you crazy? They have lists that they have to check off. The two of them.
Yeah. So everyone is super hyped, super excited for them.
Yeah, all the girls are really happy for Nicole.
They're very happy. They're like, bitch, Sam was not it. We all crossed him off the list. How did you get engaged to him? Beniah is it. What the fuck?
Oh my God, I would love if this happened to Deep D. She was like, fuck Shake, and then came to Mexico with
somebody
guy.
else. So great. That would have been great. But yeah, they all sit with Nicole, catch up on everything, and everyone's like, it's going so well. Everything feels so natural. All the couples are doing very well at this point.
I know. So many of them are the boring ones.
So many of them. Yeah. Jasmine and Bobby, chilling.
Yep.
Sabrina and Steven, chilling. Maria and Tom, chilling. They have little things, but not really. They're generally doing very well. So they're kind of just glowing and telling her all about it. Except for Demi. Demi is noticeably very quiet, awkward in her head, just very off. And she says in her interview at this moment that when they're alone, they're connected, they're cuddling, they're having a great time. But it's something about the group settings where he's not doing the PDA thing. They're both distant from each other. It's just off.
This is when I think a lot of people are putting a lot of blame on Demi and saying that she's too self-conscious and saying that is turning Ollie off. If this is happening to you and you look like Demi, how could you not be self-conscious? I hate it when people do this. People are blaming this girl Demi up and down all over the internet, this conversation.
Really?
And I have to exit it because it's too triggering for me. I cannot handle it. But it's so weird to me that people blame her alleged lack of confidence when he does not show her love in public.
Yeah.
How could you have confidence?
I'm not being validated, particularly when we're out with other people and around other girls. It's you can't really blame her.
No. Oh my gosh, so weird. And if you, like I said earlier, if we're in a public space, everybody's here. There's 8 couples, and it's just us. Can you not be across the room?
Yeah, can you not? Please love up on me, please. Yeah. So, anyways, everybody leaves the little cocktail party, goes to their respective rooms, and is kind of debriefing what went down. Freddie and Catherine have their little debrief. Catherine, she sensed that Demi was off.
Yeah,
and was saying she kind of feels for Demi because even for her, she's like, Demi just seems different. And they kind of just talk about that, and Freddie kind of tells her he feels very secure about the Ollie thing. They're in a good place, it seems. Now Jasmine and Bobby. I love Jasmine, but she ends up turning up crazy. But in this moment, I appreciate her. I do.
Same. Yeah, I did too, because she knew that he was the buddy, right? He was the vessel that got the real information. Yeah,
exactly. So Jasmine makes it very clear she did not like Ollie's approach and how he spoke to Bobby first. She was like, that's not cool. And Demi's my girl. And then they both kind of just talked about the Demi Ollie just awkwardness and Jasmine was really trying to have her back and was like, I just don't like how she's in this gray area. You could tell she feels unsure, unclear, a lot of things. She doesn't feel confident and secure, and Ollie's lacking in giving her that reassurance.
Yeah.
So she's like, I'm going to say something to Ollie. I was like, oh boy.
I know. I was like, girl, I think you need to say something to Demi first.
Yeah. Talk to your friend first. Yeah. And then go from there. But
yeah, instead of talking for her to her to-be husband. That's a little wild.
Yeah. That's where it was. Yeah, she overstepped for sure.
Yeah.
Now, Ollie and Demi, Demi finally, like, you could tell she, like, gets the courage to, like, ask him, like, can we talk about Catherine?
Oh, my God. I hate that she's in this position because this man will not reassure her.
Yeah. And he's just not reading the room. Like, I don't know what that is. So he kind of, like, jokingly is like, oh, it's late. Let's go to bed. And she's like, what? No, let's talk about this thing. And so she was honest. She was like, hearing you guys laughing just, like, made me uncomfortable. And she just needed to say it, right? Just get it off. I think that's what was making her shut down. It's like she had things she wanted to say, but like just needed this moment in private too. And he tries to reassure her, says it wasn't flirty. He doesn't care about Catherine. You know, he didn't even think they needed to have a conversation, but sure.
I agree. Yeah.
I agree with that too. And yeah, I think he's so late. Like, it's annoying to have to ask for reassurance. You kind of just want somebody to know and to read the room, see how I'm acting and do it. I'm trying to keep the perspective always too that these people don't really know each other. I think they're still strangers. He felt as if all was said and done with Kat in the pods. So I think he himself was a bit surprised that she even wanted to speak. Yeah. And then it became a thing. And I think he's late to the party of it being a thing. But he's also kind of like playing dumb because I'm like, obviously it's a thing because everybody here is in like individual couples. You guys are the only ones that are like a triangle kind of. He's the only guy that dated another girl here.
Right.
So you can't be that like aloof that it might be a thing. You know?
And I don't understand why everybody else in this place knows I'm off except for you and you're supposed to be my husband.
Yeah. So
because we're all strangers, right? Like, like we all don't know each other, right? So like, how does Catherine, who I was beefing with you, like I was fighting, you know, combative with her, not combative, but you know,
they was like my competition. Yeah,
my competition. How does she know I'm off and not you?
Yeah.
That's hurtful.
Yeah, then you don't feel like he knows. You don't feel like he sees you or recognizes you or So,
because I understand what you're saying too. They're all strange, you know. Like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm kind of seeing his side, but I'm also like, come on, man, read the room. Like, have a little awareness. Like, come on. But anyways, that was episode 5. Now, episode 6, we just see all the couples. Nicole and Beniah they're cute. I mean, he's smiling ear to ear. He seems happy as a clam to be here.
According to the Daily Mail, they both are. So maybe that's just how it is. We're just going to see them happy to be mic'd up.
Oh, God. Yeah, they're having a blast together on this experiment, whatever. I don't know. Demi and Ollie, we see them. They kind of debrief again the next morning. She acknowledges that she felt weird seeing them talk, and that's why she was kind of shutting down. She says she has a tendency to not communicate. She's working on it. And I think he said the right thing, which was like, it's normal that you feel awkward. Like, I understand you're allowed to feel weird. It was a weird thing. I'm talking to like another girl in front of you. Like, I get it. But yeah, they were cute. I like seeing them hugged up and cute. Like, I want to see more of this Demi and Ollie.
Yes. Like mutual understanding of each other's feelings, touching each other in deep conversation. I want to see more of this too, instead of them being combative with everybody else for a fight that is nothing.
That is literally nothing.
Girl, you are wild.
Doing the most. Yeah. God. Maria and Tom, they look like an old married couple.
Oh my God, they seem like they know each other really well. But he's really older, right? Isn't he 38 or something?
Yeah, he's older. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're really cute. They're just so comfortable with each other. Like they literally been together forever. So cute. Sabrina and Steven, she's excited to move to London, at least, try it out, moving from Belfast. And I just had to laugh when I was watching this because I was thinking of Love is Blind Sweden with Katya. Remember when she was like, this is my house.
Oh, yeah.
And my house is my house. You could move to my city, I guess, but you're not moving into my house. Like she was so...
She hated him so much.
She hated him.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. But Sabrina was like, all right. Now, Catherine and Freddie. So they have a conversation about trust. And she flat out asks him if he's ever cheated. Which, why they didn't talk about this in the pod?
Because if you're going to have a hang up with this for the rest of your marriage, which is supposed to be the rest of your life, you should probably ask this question. Instead of like, oh my God, your grandpa's name is Bill too.
Thank you. If this is a deal breaker for you, if this is something that is so important, why are you just asking him for the first time on the honeymoon?
Oh my God.
Ooh. So already I was like, girl, no. Yeah. I know she's going to come with some bullshit. And now it's the most important thing in the world to her when she just remembered that cheating even existed 2 seconds ago. Oh my God. So, of course, Freddie has cheated.
Of course he has. Yeah, I mean, whatever. When he was 21.
21. This man has grown, moved on.
Yeah.
He says he, cheated on the girl. She found out. He didn't tell her. Now she's hung up on that. You didn't tell her.
No, you didn't tell her. Of course he didn't tell her. Not everything is Stephen Miranda from Sex and the City, the movie. Not everybody's going to be shaking and crying like, oh, I did it. I have to tell you I did it. Not everybody's going to be like that. Some people get caught.
Especially at 21. Then 21 ain't got no damn communication skills to be telling nobody what they did. Of course they lying and cheating. Like,
and you probably know, and like all your roommates are probably cheaters too. Girl, you know how many cheaters I knew in college? Please.
At that age, it's just it doesn't make it right, but it's just with the territory. You're young and you're an idiot and you're horny. Like, come on.
Yeah, and you're learning, right? You're learning how hurtful that is to other people.
Yes,
some people don't know that. Some people haven't had deeper relationships. And some people,
So she explains that she's of the belief that once a cheater, always a cheater. She's previously been cheated on in every relationship she's been in.
Because she's 24.
Is she 24?
I think so. I think Catherine's 20. Hold on. Let me verify. Catherine.
I hate when they do this. I've been in every relationship ever, and you look her up her age, she's like 19. Like, I can't.
Age.
Oh, God.
Let's see. Oh, she's 29. 29.
Oh, okay. No, she's grown. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, now the doubts have creeped in. Now she's like, this is going to be a struggle for me. Now all this, that, and the third.
Can I ask a controversial question?
Mm-hmm.
If you've been cheated on in every relationship, is it you?
Don't come for us, people. Somebody already came for Justine on our last conversation about cheating.
I know. And shout out to you. I know you're still listening because you give us a shot and you're a teacher. I'm just wondering, right?
I mean,
and that's a bold statement. She could have only had 2 real relationships in her life. And so if that's the case, then, fine. But if you've been, if everybody you date breaks that promise, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know if it's you that is making them cheat, but I think your picker might be off. Your discernment for a man who speaks his word, who's demonstrated loyalty in other ways. Like something is off about that discernment.
Right.
Perhaps.
Right. Yeah.
I don't want to say it's your fault, but maybe there is a pattern with the type of men that you choose, or it could be women too. The person that you choose.
Yeah.
So
that's what I was getting at. Not that it's her fault, but I'm like, girl, that's not.
I would please email 2blackgirls1roast@gmail.com.
Yes.
If you have strong thoughts on this.
Yeah.
If you have a strong opinion on this, or if you were Catherine, where every relationship you've been in, you've been cheated on and you've done reflection on it, and whether it's something in the pattern of the people you chose to be with, or whether these people are just fucking terrible and you just
had
bad luck. I don't know.
Yeah, because it could be that. I could see that too. Men are crazy.
Horrible.
Yeah.
The worst.
And that's why you had to sign up for television to go find
somebody else.
I understand that too.
I get it, yeah.
But when she said that, I was like, okay, yeah. But email.
Email, please. Email. So yeah, the couples meet up again, and this time the hosts are there. It's their last day, so they're, reminded they're going back to the real world. They're getting their phones back as well. They're going to be meeting family, all that good stuff. Jasmine's like, my mom is crazy. She's a straight shooter. Like, I'm worried about her. Who I might have asked you this before. Who would you be worried about? Who's the family or the friend who you're like, girl, tone it down? Like,
oh my God, do I have any?
But you need their opinion also.
Yeah, I don't think I have any of those.
No,
not that I'm worried. Actually, my mom is unhinged. That lady is. I always say she's my problematic fave.
Yeah.
Yes. So probably her.
Yeah.
And she's been wild. So yeah, I'm gonna say my mom.
Problematic fave. I love that.
She is.
Yeah. I think my mom similarly is a bit unhinged. I think she wasn't who I thought of initially.
I wonder why we're podcasting.
Exactly.
Unhinged mom.
God. I told you already the story when she met Nate and she couldn't wait to drop, once you go black, you never go back. And me and my dad are like, Sonia, shut up. Like, you just don't know what's going to come out of her head. But I was going to say, not worried about, I actually would really appreciate her opinion, but I'd be worried that she would like see something I didn't see because she's just so good. Is Roxy, my friend Roxy. She works in HR. She interviews and recruits people all day long. She could read somebody. She knows within 2 seconds whether she's hiring somebody. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So she's had a good read on people. So I'd be afraid to bring somebody around I really like. And then she's like, all right, well, let me meet him and then tear him down.
Yeah.
So, thankfully, that didn't happen with Nate, but that is somebody that I would be like concerned, maybe worried about bringing somebody, really good around. Okay, so Ollie, we see, has a little conversation with Beniah. Explaining again that him and Demi aren't big on the PDA thing. Again, doesn't explain why.
I know. He's not big on the PDA thing and he's not having sex with her. This is bad news bears.
And this time he says him and Demi aren't big on the PDA thing.
Oh, yeah. He's always branded it as we.
We. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think Demi
is a lie.
Yeah. Like, what? When is this a we thing now? But yeah, he shares with Beniah that he feels overwhelmed. They both, he claims, also feel very overwhelmed by the group. He says he feels a bit isolated by quote unquote certain factions. And they kind of like, the camera went and looked at Catherine and Jasmine having like a conversation with their guys. And so I'm wondering if that's where he feels uncomfortable. Like Catherine doing her whole thing, and then Jasmine, who I'm sure is giving him stank eye. Yeah. So he's like, I just feel kind of isolated and like weird. So I could kind of see that.
That's all up to you, though. He's not taking any responsibility for any damn thing.
And why is he like so afraid of Catherine and Jasmine, it seems?
Because he's afraid of perception, because he doesn't know how to do it. He doesn't know how to... I feel like he's very good looking. He's very tall. He's hanging out in like the club scene and stuff. He's probably pretty liked, like pretty easily, right? But when you get into these really deep situations after 2 weeks, and you have couples that are, so many of them are perfect.
Yeah, they're doing
the U.S. We've never had this situation before.
Never.
There's always mess and madness.
A mess, yeah.
Always teetering, always seesawing, always just madness, right? So he can't like relate to anybody either. He probably didn't think he was going to be in this situation. He probably thought there going to be way more people seesawing than just him.
And not them. Yeah, that's true. So now Demi takes it upon herself to grab Catherine for a chat. And tells her immediately, she felt a bit triggered by watching them. But they have a nice conversation, just sharing they both care about each other. They're happy that they found their people. Catherine makes it known I have no feelings for Ollie. Like, everything is good. Like, you have nothing to worry about. But Catherine does bring up, she's like, I am concerned because you don't seem like yourself. And Demi, she's been very quiet and She defends Ollie. She says it's not Ollie making me this way. It's me. I'm in my head. And I'm not being myself, but it's not a thing with him. Which Catherine was surprised to hear, because in her head she's like, you're not being yourself because you're with him, and he's bringing this out of you in some way. Which is true. Like,
that's the same thing everybody's saying. Yeah, it's both. Yeah, it's everybody's saying, oh, it's you, you don't give off diva energy. Well, girl, he's walking around saying he don't like PDA. He's walking around saying he don't like me. That's crazy.
That is crazy. Demi, she shares that when they're on their own, they're all good. They have their own little protected little bubble. And Catherine's like, great, I'm happy. We would just love to see that. Like, we just want to know that things are going well because we need to see it for ourselves. So now Ollie and Bobby are having a little conversation. You could tell Bobby's trying to give him a little prep before Jasmine, the attack dog, comes in. Yeah.
I know.
Poor Bobby. So Jasmine rolls up, plops down.
Real bad. She says, scoot over,
all kind of attitude, and clearly has a lot she wants to say. And tells Ollie, she's like, I just didn't like how you pulled Bobby first.
Yeah.
And I also don't like that Demi doesn't seem like herself. And it seems like she needs reassurance. And was just like very clear on that. Ollie's just like, I'm just feeling overwhelmed by this whole process. I'm also, you can tell I'm like overwhelmed with you right now in my face with this energy as well. And it's like, I just want to talk to Demi. Like, I don't feel like I need to answer to you. Like, type of energy. And then Jasmine just lays it on thick and is like, well, either you like her or you don't. It's that simple. Which is it? What's going on? Like,
Mariska Hargitay. Law and order.
Straight up.
I was like, Jasmine, this is a lot, but also, like, I don't know what a good reaction from him would have been to that type of interrogation. I'm not really sure.
I'm not sure what she,
because like this wasn't it either, right?
No,
like I don't know, that was not it. But I don't know what could be.
I think Jasmine's delivery was a lot, and most people would be like, yo, back up, like, I don't owe you anything. Like, it's natural. Like, he got defensive, I think, when somebody's coming at you in that way. But I do understand her side, because the women are seeing a quiet, seemingly insecure Demi, and they have nobody else but to blame but you.
But him. Yep, you're the only factor.
You're the only new factor. So, I'm concerned. What's up? But then Jasmine, this is where she's now talking for Demi. And this is where I feel like she overstepped a little bit. She goes, well, she's an insecure girl. You need to reassure her.
Whoa.
And said it several times. Like, you need to reassure her. She needs that, blah, 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 blah. And it was a bit much. I also, describing her as insecure, like, that's a strong word. That's not fair. That's also like that word has a lot of weight. And to describe your friend, as you're saying, as insecure, and doing that to her man who's still getting to know her. Now, in his head, he's like, fuck, I got one of those insecure chicks. That's not cool. I didn't like that at all. Now, Demi, meanwhile, is off with Sabrina and Catherine. Now they're both in like defense mode. She's over with them, defending Ollie, saying he's amazing, he's rubbing my feet, he's doing all this, like, because everybody's concerned for her. Now she's having to like wave the flag of Team Ollie, and I just hate seeing them in this, like,
I know,
this way. It's just it sucks. It really sucks. So now Demi comes back. She grabs Ollie to go for a walk, and he is done. He's like,
his lip is literally poked out. He literally said, "No, I don't want to go on a walk."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh no, here the fuck we go." Oh God, I would have been done, girl. I would have been done right here. Put your lip back in, and I will talk to you later. I can't.
I know. It was like a tantrum, a little bit, like a little baby tantrum.
Oh, full baby. Full kindergarten.
I know.
Where's my apple slices? Tantrum. I can't. Oh God, Demi handled this really well.
She did. Her energy was like exactly what was needed for the situation. She was super calm, super chill, just was hearing him and was like, okay, I get it. But yeah, I think he felt like pushed up against a wall because now he's getting the impression that she's going around telling everybody that he's so terrible.
He makes me insecure.
Yeah, now you're insecure. What the hell? I thought we were great. So he's feeling mischaracterized, and that sucks. When you feel like someone's not getting you, people aren't, not even just someone, multiple people don't understand you. That is very overwhelming, and you do probably shut down. And it's like, fuck everybody, I want to get out of here. But yeah, he's like, I feel like I'm being villainized. I don't like this constant scrutiny.
Oh my God, he's so aware. He's like, I'm gonna be edited horribly. He knows.
Yeah. And then, Jasmine's line of questioning wasn't helpful. If anything, it felt accusatory. It wasn't very open to his side. It was not going to help anything. If anything, it's made things worse. And so he storms off and goes home.
Oh my God, I want to go home.
Now, later, or maybe the next day, we see Ollie and Demi, and he's like, is this for us? Is this process for us? And basically feels like this experiment, the process, all the people is putting pressure, is maybe bringing negative energy, is hindering more than helping. And, he feels like neither one of them is being themselves. He's like, I'm usually jokey, laughy, you're way quieter. Like, it just, I kind of agreed with him. Like,
I agree with him too.
He doesn't feel like anyone's on their team. And they probably would do a lot better without all these extra cameras, people, all this whole pressure cooker. So I was a little bit alarmed because I was like, is he trying to like throw in the towel? Like, what's he doing with
that's what I thought.
Energy. Yeah. But I guess he just wanted it to be said, like, and she basically reassured, like, we just need to get into the real world to do us. Like,
she said the test is going to be living with each other, which I definitely agree with, because you storming out of a party after you don't kiss me in public.
Yeah.
We have some things to talk about.
We have some things to talk about. It's not even just everybody. We got issues too.
Yep.
Now, everyone's packing up to leave, and Catherine is crucifying Freddie for his cheating past.
Again.
Do you believe in the whole once a cheater, always a cheater thing?
No.
Okay. I don't either.
I don't think so.
People can learn, people can change, especially when these things happen when you're in your teens and 20s. Like,
right.
This Freddie is not the 21-year-old Freddie, making out girls on the dance floor in Manchester, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, give him a break.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're already seeing the beginnings of him now. He's gonna be begging for trust, and
proving himself left and fucking right.
Just gonna eat away. Now they all moved to London. It's 21 days into the weddings. These apartments were nice,
really nice, especially for London.
Very, they seem like $1 million apartments. I'm like, this got to be expensive. And views of water and everything. The fuck?
Views of water.
I don't know what. Is this the Thames? Maybe, I guess.
This is how we're in a city too. We're like, oh, a view of a body of waterfront view.
You got money. You got shmoney. Hell yeah. But yeah, we see Beniah propose to Nicole with a ring.
Yeah.
And we learn that they're having sex and having a grand old time, it seems.
I'm sure they are.
And then we see this really interesting conversation with Maria and Tom.
Oh, yes.
So a little red flag on Tom. A little knock on Tom for sure. But Maria handled it well. She schooled the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So they get their phones back. He's on his phone a lot, and he, jokes, I'm a high-powered executive. And then they somehow talk about her career, and he admits that he initially had a low opinion of her being a makeup artist.
Yeah.
And admits that he can be judgmental. And his perception was like makeup artists are, probably shallow or concerned with looks and just these kind of, I don't know.
He made all of that up.
I don't think he knows anything. He doesn't know what a makeup artist does. He doesn't. So his concerns were so stupid, and I was like, "What?"
I was like, "Sir, I think he thinks she is a makeup influencer on TikTok. I think that's what he's conflating a makeup artist with.
Okay.
Which some of them are, but some of them aren't.
Exactly.
And some of those people go out to make other people feel the most beautiful and actually do an act of service. And if you want to talk about ambition, she will never starve because she can do something with her hands. So what are you talking about with ambition? I was very offended by Mr. Tom when he said that.
A mess. So she schools him on just like how ridiculous that statement or notion
judgmental
is. Yeah, judgmental. And she's like, it's just ridiculous that you would ever judge a person on what they do for work. And like, just really schooled him on like, you can't be acting like this. This is crazy. Not even just, I think it was like a bigger life lesson, not even just for me, but for anybody. You cannot go through life thinking like this in these ways. So yeah, that was one moment. Now, episode 7, Freddie and Catherine. We see them going shopping. They're at like a women's little boutique or whatever. And he's being jokey and like trying to have fun. And she's like snapping at him and is like, stop joking around. And it's like, I don't appreciate your sarcasm, and just like really shutting him down.
Yeah.
And then was like, you're my partner. I want to be able to go shopping with you. And I was like, girl, what?
But you're acting like this when he's shopping with you?
Right. And also, that is a stupid and unrealistic expectation.
It sure is, girl.
I don't know many straight men that want to walk around with us as we are picking up and looking at every little thing. And
no.
I absolutely not.
Make a map in my head already pre-planned to run from Crunch and Sephora. I already have the map already mapped out.
Yes.
Like how to get away from him. So that he just goes and like sits down on the massage chairs outside.
Exactly.
And loses me.
Exactly.
Please.
Yes. I look around. Where's Nate? He's outside the store. He found a chair. Yeah, Nate is outside in a chair.
Yep.
On his phone, minding his own business. I have zero expectation of him following me around the store. So even her just saying that statement, I was like, what are these impossible expectations you're making up in your head for poor Freddie?
And you know what I thought, girl? Do you want him to pay?
Right. So you better keep him
at that cashier? Is that what you're talking about?
Exactly.
Because if that's the case, then I understand.
Then I get it. But girl, stop. So yeah, poor Freddie. He's like,
he can't win now.
He can't win. Yeah. And he said his info, he feels misunderstood. And he feels like he's toned things down, which like, that's not a good feeling, because then you feel like you're not being yourself. And who wants that?
We have so little time. We don't have time to not be ourselves.
No, exactly. So we see them go to Freddie's house. This is where she apparently is going to be moving in. And it's nice. It's spacious.
Yeah, it is.
None of the doors are on the hinges, but
yeah, he does have weird tendencies.
Weird little quirks.
Yeah.
There's also like the decor is just like weird. It looks like a girl lives there, kind of.
It was giving Pier 1 imports.
The sequin mirror was like that. I was like, is this a teenage girl's room? What are we?
I see it. I see the selfie.
The
selfie. With the twist, with the ab twist.
Yeah.
Nasty, Freddie.
Nasty. Now they sit, they chat. He apologizes. I don't know what he's apologizing for.
Yeah, I don't know either, girl.
Apologizing. This is a bad start, Freddie. And apologizing for pushing her buttons. Being yourself. You're apologizing for being yourself. Like joking around. Sorry, you can't take a joke. That's what you need to be saying sorry for. Like, now we see them go meet Freddie's family. His sister Betsy Dora.
Liv.
What a name.
I love it.
I've never seen that hyphen.
Me?
Betsy Dora? I've never seen that hyphen name. Oh my God.
I feel like those are two different cultures, no? Betsy
Betsy and Dora.
I know Adora, but she don't look like no Betsy.
No Betsy. Oh my God. The mom was adorable. I loved
so
his mom.
Cute.
She was so cute. She was so chatty. She was just like a little ball of energy. His brother Jack.
Adorable. Also.
That's his, I think, younger brother. Who has Down syndrome, and you can tell he's like in love with him, so close with him. And yeah, the whole family was like really lovely. Like they love him dearly. They have nothing but good things to say about him. They sang his praises. Everybody loves him. Like he's just a solid, nice dude. He asks his brother to be his best man. I was choking up.
I know.
Yeah. It was nice. So then we see Freddie goes to chat with his sister. And she can tell, she picked up that he's a bit different.
A
little bit more reserved than usual. And he talks about some of his concerns. He thinks, their lifestyle might be different. She's more out on the town, more outgoing. He's more of like a stay-at-home type of dude. He also shares that he gets on her nerves. Like he feels like he's like annoying her. And the sister's like, look, you got to be yourself.
Yeah. We're not that far in. She's picking up. We're not that far in. We can't be not being ourselves. We can't be changing it up for feelings and moods.
Exactly. And if she's making you feel like you're not good enough for you, or no, if she makes you feel like you're not good enough, then you need to ask, is she good enough for you?
For you.
I was like, boom, there it is, Betsy Dora. She hit it right there. You got to reflect it right back. If I'm not good enough for you, then maybe you're not my person. How about that? Now, let's see. Next, we have Demi and Ollie. So they're preparing for a little dinner with Demi's friends coming over.
Yep.
Ollie is vegan, we learn.
Yikes.
It's a lot. And they're grocery shopping, and she's commenting how he's like a bit disorganized, a bit like all over the place.
Right. Yeah.
So anyways, her friends come over, and they have a great little dinner. Like they talk about kids. She shares about her endo and his openness to adoption. His mom was adopted. So like was nothing but a thing for him. And the friends give their blessing, which was nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
And Ollie seemed like he generally had a good time and said he could see himself fitting in her life. So that was nice. Now the next morning they're hanging out, they're vibing, and she calls out. She notices, she's like, I noticed you sometimes are impulsive and like you get stressed out really easily and you kind of pace up and down sometimes. And he then shares with her that he has ADHD. And I think he says later in his confessional it's like severe ADHD.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's something he seems to be a bit ashamed about because he only, besides his family, only 3 people in his life even know about it.
That is so... I didn't know there was still a stigma around ADHD.
Around it, yeah. He said his ex, he didn't tell her till like a year in. Like he
didn't...
She was obviously pissed about it because she's like, who the fuck are you? I don't know anything. The heck?
That's the thing. It took Demi one trip to the grocery store. She was like, so you are kind of, you a little scattered.
Yeah. Like, what's this about? So, yeah, he kind of just explains what that means, like having ADHD, a task that would take her 2 seconds to figure out and take him maybe half a day to even just like get the courage to approach it, to complete it. And I don't know, I like them. They both have, medical conditions that have probably made dating really hard for them. Probably made being open about it to people very hard for fear of judgment or people not understanding. And, with Ollie, I wish she kind of shared this with her in the pods because that would have gave her a little bit of solace because she shared she had endo.
Right.
But to each their own. Clearly, he still has a lot of shame around it, maybe. But I think it's nice that they can like support each other through these qualities about them. It's not, just because he has ADHD doesn't define him. And I think same with her having endo doesn't define her, and they can like bond on that. They can like appreciate and support each other through that.
Yeah. I hope they can get to a place where they feel so they feel like they are not judged by one another so much that they are free to talk about it.
Right.
And help each other.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, let's see. Next, we have Jasmine and Bobby. They have dinner at home. And Jasmine shares that social media is an insecurity for her. Her past exes were off doing who knows what messy shit in the DMs with girls. And so she has a lot of trust issues specifically around social. And then she shares that she looked him up on YouTube and found his music video. They showed it on camera, which I did not need to see.
Showed it on camera with the audio. Why he wouldn't show it to her, I don't know.
Just to get ahead of it.
I gotta get ahead of it. Don't be looking me up on YouTube. That's crazy. Oh my God.
And it's him like rolling around on the beach rapping with some girl.
So why are you doing quotes around rapping? Why? Everybody join Patreon. Join the video for Natasha's shade that she just threw at Bobby. God damn.
And it wasn't even me. Look, in that same scene, Jasmine said, you know, you're an artist and I get it. And she rolled her eyes when she said artist. I caught it. She also was like doing the quotes and the what is this?
She was. She's over it.
She's over it, but she's like, all right, I'm gonna support, you know, you're an artist or whatever. But like, I was like, damn, Jasmine, catch your eyes. I know he saw the eye roll. But yeah, she shares she used to be that girl that would be going through phones, looking in the DMs, like no trust whatsoever because she's been burned so much in the past. And she's like, I just need your reassurance. I just need to hear it. And he said all the things. Bobby said all the things.
He's good at picking up what Words. She puts down. Ollie.
Yeah.
I want Ollie to learn from Bobby. Bobby's so good at it. I know.
Bobby was really good. He let her know he's not that guy. He's not interested in other girls. He's proud to call her fiance. He like said all the things. You could tell she just like was breathing easy. She just needed to hear it, you know? But now it's also on her to believe him because what we can't watch now is her turning up on every little thing that he does because that I can't.
Or finding more YouTube videos.
Yeah, or keep digging on the internet. Like, girl, just trust the guy and move on. Now, Tom and Maria, they go for dinner and, you know, they talk about meeting her family. She's proud. She's a proud Muslim. She's proud of her culture. She does have to kind of school him on things. PDA is a no-no. So just know that. That's, you know, it's just a cultural thing. Just don't do it. And then, yeah, we see her get very emotional because her dad passed away.
Yeah, and so she had so many tragedies piled up on top of each other at a time where you couldn't be with your family, really.
Yeah, during COVID, she couldn't see him before he passed. Like, so it's very fresh for her still, even though it's been a couple years. Like, even just I think he just mentioned her dad, and she just immediately the tears. And so, yeah, this is a big thing for her. Her dad's not there to meet the man who she's going to marry. You know? So they go to meet her family, her sister, Mom Fatima, brother, kids running around. There was some white guy there, so I guess that's the sister's husband, maybe.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Tom, you got a little friend, somebody who's done this before. You'll be all right. You know, because he was mad nervous going in, like, fuck, meeting this Muslim family. I'm going to fuck up. I'm going to say something wrong. And I was like, all right, there's somebody that would be fine. But yeah, you could tell like the father's absence is like
it's a big thing. Yeah. Which I just have so much empathy for because that's so much tragedy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And he was just trying to do something right. He was trying to say goodbye to his country.
I know.
You know?
Yeah. And then he didn't know the fucking pandemic was going to hit and he couldn't get back. Like,
yeah.
So, yeah, it was really raw for everybody. Like, the sister and Tom had a conversation. Same thing. The sister.
Same thing,
took no time before she's in tears. And, the mom, I think the mom really liked him. She gave him her blessing. And, yeah, I think he went in like, oh, gosh, it's going to be rough. And it was actually a very smooth hometown. Like, hometown, God. Fucking Bachelor. It was a very smooth meeting of the family and like blending of cultures or like meeting a new culture. Like it wasn't as scary as he was like in his head thinking it was going to be. Now Sabrina and Steven, they meet two of his friends and his brother, I think. He's told them nothing about this experiment.
He's crazy.
Why he gives Sabrina the ill setup like this?
Oh my God, he did. You're right.
What? I don't even understand that. You go to film a TV show, you didn't tell nobody where you're going?
I don't know. I guess he's 37. He owns that gym. He's walking around in those Speedos. He just concerned himself, maybe. He's just like doing whatever.
But that just seems so rough for whoever you met and is going to bring back. I know. Everybody's going to be looking at her like, well, who is she? Why? What? You're engaged? Like, it just... Luckily, it went well.
It did. But didn't it scare you that they were all wearing the same outfit, including him?
They all walked in looking like carbon copies of the person behind them. Like, the same uniform.
That scared the shit out of me. I was like, why are you all wearing the same outfit?
I know. The black on black. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, they share everything all at once. We were on TV. We did this experiment. Now we're engaged. Like, it was just a lot. But they get to know her. They give their blessing. They're singing his praises. He's like a solid dude, so they're not like alarmed really. And they could see he's like genuinely happy. So
yeah,
that's nice. I love the little confessionals where the friends are like the male friends are in the interview and they're like, I mean, I could see the glimmer in his eye. Like they could see their friend a little different, you know?
Yeah.
It's cute. I love seeing that moment like between men.
Yeah. We don't get it often.
Mm-mm. Now, Nicole and Beniah.
Yeah.
Meeting her mom and dad. Now, she's been married before, so
yep.
We've been at this rodeo, and she even says herself that she was concerned that they don't trust her decision making.
They shouldn't. They shouldn't.
So parents come in, they're very nice, very smiley, hugs all around. The dad's eye contact was intense.
Oh, you saw it?
Oh. Yeah, he was like a nice guy, smiley, but he was like eyes deep into Beniah's soul, like, who the fuck are you? My daughter is here again. What is this? But yeah, they kind of talk about the experiment, how the wedding day, you know, they'll decide if they're gonna be together. You can tell the parents also didn't understand what the fuck show this is and why Nicole dragged them into this mess.
Why is she doing this again? You could tell that they're like, why is this? But also she's up to her shenanigans again. Okay,
up to
Nicole.
her bullshit. But yeah, they trust her. They tell them, you know, one day at a time, be patient with each other, you know, just
typical,
typical parentship. And it seemingly went well. So, and that was episodes 5 through 7.
Yep. Now
we got a preview of what's to come. So everyone from the pods is going to meet everybody else. We see Sam come in. We see Tom meets Natasha. She says something like, I'm not somebody who just gives up or some shit like that.
Something that they threw together out of that girl's mouth.
Sam asks Nicole if she loved him.
Oh my God. He needs so much validation.
I know. Sam. He's so annoying. And I love how, like, universally, nobody likes him. Nobody. And she says, yes, she loved him and that she feels like he's misunderstood.
Oh, Nicole.
Don't be defending this man, please. Right. You don't need it. And then we see Sam talking to Beniah saying, you know, you're aware that she stayed at my place and she wanted to sleep with me and I told her no.
Oh my God.
And then we see Beniah crying. So
I know he's crying over a jukebox.
I know, bent over. Bacon. This is a vintage ass jukebox. So Sam is about to come, stir some bullshit
Try and keep himself on television.
Exactly. Stay relevant any which way he can. And that was that. Friend, what did we learn? What was your question? He's a smart guy.
Do we all have what it takes to make a relationship work? Was the question. Yeah. And I don't know if we do. And this is not even towards Benny and Nikki, because I feel like they are going to make that shit work no matter what. And they're going to start that yoga travel Instagram no matter what. They are ready to go.
Yep. I already know it. Van life couple living off in fucking Portland, Oregon for the year or whatever. Yeah.
Yep. No citizenship, sovereign citizens. No, like just out living whatever.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why he proposed. Maybe he was like, I see the opportunity.
He sees black? The vision. Yeah. He sees it. Oh boy.
But with Ollie in particular, I don't know if Ollie's ready for the kind of commitment that marriage is, in the way that you have to read the room, self-sacrifice, and you have to be able to sacrifice things for your partner and maybe not be all 100% yourself all the time. I think, and by yourself, I mean just the PDA thing. Just like give me a little bit of validation. It doesn't mean that I'm too insecure to be with you. It means that we're around all kinds of people who are making out and I want to make out with you because you're here.
Right.
It's just, oh my God, he drove me nuts this series of episodes. So we all maybe need a toolbox. So get your tools. Yeah. And as long as you have those tools, then you're ready.
And you're ready. Yeah. I don't think we're born ready. I think there's a lot of things that we each have to learn before going into relationships. And yeah, you could be as committed as you want to be, but that doesn't mean it's going to work.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So I think to your point with Ollie, like he's committed, it seems, to making this work or whatever, but does he have the tools? Does he know how to reassure her? Is he reading the room? Like, I think he still has a lot of things to figure out for this relationship to work. So.
Yeah.
My question, is there such thing as being a girl's girl to a fault?
Oh God.
I definitely understand Jasmine's intentions. Like, I see that girl because I feel like I am to that. We're girls, both of us. Like, we naturally are going to be like team girl. Whatever the fuck. What did you do to her? Like, even if she's in the wrong, we're like against him automatically.
Doesn't matter.
Don't matter. But I do think this episode she was doing a lot. I think at some points you do have to just like trust your friend and lean on your friend. And you have to, if you're going to do this whole confrontation with her guy and meddle in this way, you got to be open to a conversation and a dialogue.
Right.
And, like, listen to the guy and not come in with such obvious preconceived notions, especially when we see Demi's out defending him. So it's like, you're not even aligned with your friend. Clearly, you're not even in on what she's saying and that she's happy. So
yes. And we both know as girls that sometimes you got to be sneaky. So sometimes you can't outright, are you attracted to her? Sometimes you got to be a little sneaky about it.
Exactly. You got to ask in certain ways. I feel like she was almost giving her friend the ill setup.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Like, by not being on the same page with her as she went to attack her boyfriend. Like, it was just... It was a lot.
Yeah.
And I do think the meddling could have caused harm to their relationship.
Yeah, I think so too. With the insecure label, right?
Yeah. And there was a moment where Ali was really feeling like Demi didn't have his back and was out talking shit on him or something. And that was that feeling was only created by Jasmine and her meddling in this way. So I think it's okay to be protective of your friend, but the delivery's got to be crucial if you're going to meddle in this way. If you're going to sit down with the guy, like, you got to be you got to walk on eggshells in how you're going to do it, because you could fuck up something for your friend in the end. But yeah, let us know what y'all think.
We had a lot of call-outs this episode, so let us know.
We did. Please let us know. But this was fun, friend. Loving this season. Rate, review, subscribe. Find us on Patreon, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And we'll be back next week.
Sure will. Bye, guys.
Bye.